This episode of Sean and John was recorded on October 16th, 2015.
Hey, Sean, you know what?
What?
I'm going to leave our mics on during the intro.
All right.
Yay! It's pretty groovy.
Rekommendieren lanserar veckentistoy an startawol manji vitron efter Sean and John kun Sean Kai Sean.
That was Esperanto, by the way.
No. You know, it's episode 4
Yep, here we are.
for the new and revamped Sean and John. And I still don't know what they say in the intro. And I don't want to know.
Honestly,
That's better.
I got the guy to do it. It's a friend of mine who speaks Esperanto. Why? I don't know, but he does. God bless him. It's something to do with dentists, and that's all I know.
Oh. Huh.
That's all I know.
I still don't want to know.
Something. And then the end is Sean and John with John and Sean.
Yeah,
I got that part.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so this is the final episode with Matt Loop.
So hey, welcome to Sean and John. I'm John.
And I'm Sean.
And I am Matt Loop.
Yeah, that's right. All right, just introduced you.
Shall we crack a beer?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice. Nicely done. That's how the open beer is.
strong.
That's how the open beer is down there.
We're strong.
Oh, Danny. The tough ones do with ice.
That's right.
So, actually, speaking of Australia, have you guys both seen Mad Max Fury Road?
Yes, indeed.
Of course.
Okay, good. I watched it again about a week ago, rented it, and I was like, it's a rent-worthy
You
movie.
rented it? Where do you rent it?
Yeah, who does that anymore?
Yeah, where do you go? Like, is there a Willow
just
around
off,
here?
Just off
Works
iTunes.
anymore?
It's like you can buy it and download it, or you can pay.
Some kind of hidden blockbuster?
Yeah. I thought they were dead, man.
The last blockbuster.
It's
the last blockbuster. It hasn't yet been turned into a Halloween store.
Yeah, there's actually still VHSs.
Yeah, which is the fate. I've realized the fate of all blockbusters is eventually they just become the Halloween store for October.
Well, yeah, because then they can still sell the candy, right, at the front.
Yeah, but no, I just rented. It's actually this great thing. So you rent off iTunes, and you have until you play the movie. The second you hit play, you have, I think it's 24 hours. You can watch it as many times as you want over the next 24 hours.
Okay, what if you don't watch it at all? Does it expire 24 hours and you're out the, what, 2
No, because I think it's in your account until you hit play the first time. Okay. That said, fuck, that movie's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's an ass kicker from start to finish.
and there's so many hidden layers of shit that you just don't realize is going on until.
I would have to say that with the storyline, there's not much to it.
No,
It's like, hey, let's go this way. Well, what should we do now? Well, let's go back.
Totally.
Like,
the story is weak, but the culture and the religion
and the cinematography
world,
and everything
but
is...
all the background stuff, like just every little thing that characters do that you're like, why did that thing happen? There's a reason.
It's a culture.
There's a culture that's been developed.
The guitarist.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
Guitarist.
Yeah, the fact that they
so-
revered music so much.
Yeah.
And that he was obviously like an honored.
Yeah.
This guy's the guy who does.
Do you know what his name is? That character's name? He's the Doof Warrior because he rides atop the Doof Wagon.
Oh.
That truck is called the Doof Wagon.
Nice. That was the one thing I was going to say. Like the production guys on that, they literally had to go into corners and jizz because they were like, "This is the best thing I've ever done in my life."
Yeah.
They had to build like car upon car upon car.
More
and,
speakers.
and they had to move. They had to work. They had to film and all this stuff. Like,
it's
amazing. All right, we're going to cut the front of this car. We're literally going to weld it on the top of that one.
Yeah.
Really? How's that? We're going to put actors on that? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Let's put on strings.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, Immortan Joe, the bad guy, his car is literally 2 V8 engines just welded together.
Really?
To be that
That's
powerful.
so awesome. That's so great.
And he was in the original one.
Yeah,
Was
he was
really? Nice. I didn't know that.
it was like I can't remember his name. It's something like Muzzle Face, or there's a listener to it listening right now going, his name was fucking Jackjaw. Call him Jackjaw. And I'm like, it's Muzzle Face, or whatever. But he was like the lead bad guy, the head bad guy in the first one.
Sweet.
And even little things like, do you remember that giant explosion, like the big one in the trailer when Max is swinging over the pole
on the pole.
and it's the people eater's big limousine truck with all the gas blowing up. The guy, the stuntman who drove that that truck for that final explosion was like that was his last stunt.
No way.
And he was one of the guys who had worked on one of the earlier movies.
No way.
There was so much coming together in that movie. It's fucking brilliant.
That's great.
beautiful.
That's like I said before in the early episodes.
Yeah.
Things like that, those final things that you find out about shows, like that the family that got created, like those guys, like they knew that guy was doing his one final thing. Like that's so great. I bet on set that day they were like, let's make this the best we can do it for this guy.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Exactly.
That's really great.
It makes it. And it comes through.
And then it comes through the show. You're just stunned by
Yeah.
what an epic stunt that was. Stuff like that.
That movie's so good. So you know what? If you're listening to the show and you haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road, first off, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's like I haven't seen Harry Potter. Like I don't even like Harry Potter, and I saw the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, go see Mad Max Fury Road, and if you've already seen it, go see it again because there's a second layer to it that you can see. What were we going to get into this week? We're going to talk about film. So we're talking about film, and you've been in film.
We'd like to reiterate your accomplishments.
Yes,
Sure.
Allow me to read this. Now, First Class Heist was, you said, now you did get an IMDb credit.
Yes, hilarious.
So you got to take it.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was your part of that?
So I was it was like,
what was it, by the way?
it had something, I did not know much. It was something to do with about a bunch of like prison guys who like got together and like
prison guys and they were really mean.
Honestly,
and they're wearing jumpsuits.
The scene I was in,
wow,
we were all
really descriptive, Matt.
We were all in like a room of like as if we were at like a counseling session. Like I'm Matt Lubin is my name, and like we were all like I was the guy that had his jumpsuit tied at the waist. Ooh, I distinguished myself.
Was it
He's a unique character.
Was it the pinstripe kind of the black and white?
No, it was just
with the
bright orange.
Bright orange. Okay, the orange.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, so then like literally my scene was I don't know I was an extra basically, and they got me to come up and like as if I was gonna like fight a guy or we were having an argument, but then the lead character comes in and it's all basically what I was explaining to you. It's a montage, so none of the audio of the actual room is in the show. So we're all like, hey man, I'm really upset about you and stuff. And then he like comes up and he's like, no wait, peace and love and stuff. And he's like, we're all convicts and we've all killed people, but man,
we found a humanity.
We're people. In fact, that's honestly, I was like, I can't remember honestly how I got out. I think I knew a person who knew a person.
Were you kind of in a blur afterwards? Like, what just happened?
I came out for the crafty. I came out for the free bags of chips, y'all. And I got IMDb. Yeah. Represent.
Yeah, I don't know what I just did, but I'm still wearing an orange
jumpsuit. Just had to stand here and look
Screen
cool.
credit, check.
I'm all right with that.
Okay, so that's what. That's one of your many accomplishments.
I'm very proud of that one. I had to drive out there. Okay, that was on the forest.
That was $20 in gas.
Yeah,
He's
man.
very proud of it.
Fucking, you need another award for that. So now with awards, we talked about like stage, and go back to episodes 1 and 2 and listen to that. We talked about I Hate Hamlet.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned Sherlock Holmes, The Case of the Jersey Lily, Rebel Women. So you've done a lot of stage work, but I'm going to go into a couple shorts here. So I watched the trailer for Operation Central.
Yeah.
Which looks like basically a bunch of badasses in black leather jackets with machine guns.
Okay. So this is hilarious.
Did you get a leather jacket?
No, I had a cool gray one, I think.
Oh, but it had like the white stripe kind of thing?
Oh, no, that's right. No, you're right. I brought the gray one.
I watched it faded to gray.
No, they were like, don't use this. Use this other cool jacket that other people brought. And I'm like, yeah, no, my suggestion was terrible.
It's a woman's jacket.
It's embarrassing because I actually have not seen any footage from that show.
Oh, really?
They even sent me the thing, and I've literally, like, I don't know.
Okay, here's my question.
So that's amazing. I hope it was good.
It looked good.
I was the lead.
Here's my question, though. Do you want to see the
Absolutely. We got the whole guns and stuff. It was so fun. Yeah, no, for sure. I honestly feel bad that I...
Because, like, going as an actor, then I have to say, have you ever done a part where it just felt so corny or it was bad and you're just like, you know what, I don't even want to see myself on it.
Okay, I'm gonna disgrace my roots. But
has there been a point where like I don't even want to see it? Yeah, great, I got a credit. I don't want to see it. I don't want to remember it.
Back when I did when I was in UVic, when I did my theater training, when I was very young, right after high school, I joined the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, which is in Victoria, and a lovely, wonderful people there, absolutely wonderful. And
Basically,
were,
you have to pay me proper because I'm important.
well, they were like it was like rookie training for film and stuff like that. So I had just come out of like 2 years of theater training, and I didn't continue at UVic. I dropped out and came to VFS, but I did while I was there. I did this SAG training, Screen Actors Guild stuff, and it was great. But I noticed on when I looked at myself on film, I had this whole physical presence. I had no awareness of my body, and my jaw did weird stuff, and I just looked weird on film.
So you're on cocaine.
Well, I think if I had been, I would have been better. You just like seeing yourself on film, you just don't like it.
You have to get used to it. You have to get comfortable.
Yeah, totally. Oh goodness! Did you find?
I found.
Oh no!
So now everybody listening, I recommend you go to imdb.com and look up Operation Central, and we're going to watch. You're going to hear the audio.
We're going to watch the
first time that I've seen this. This
EM
is
films.
Crazy.
I like
Maybe
it.
for
already.
once the CIA was wrong and we're out here wasting our time.
Big machine guns.
Right, the CIA has made mistakes before, but look, they know everything, every little thing about Project Climax. They've been looking for it for years.
Well, then where is it?
You guys have the same voice.
Hilarious.
Guys, I think we have a problem.
I'm sold.
You do realize you had the same voice as your partner.
No, that's totally true. It sounded. No, I definitely get that. They did bad editing there, but that was amazing.
Yeah, it worked well.
That was amazing.
This is what. This is how I understand when you have partners where you have like a white guy and a black guy, so you don't get the same voices because you guys look identical.
Yeah. We're two chiseled white men. What are we gonna do? Like the Asian guy that you saw in there, the guy. We got a problem.
Yeah.
That's Michael Young. He's a fantastic actor. I don't know why he didn't book the lead. I was like, you've been doing this way longer and all this stuff, and then yet I was the guy. Okay, so let me tell you about that. We were underneath a church. And the entire production team behind Operation Central was a man and his son wanting to make a film for his boy.
So they're just
they
rich fucks
they
that want
bought
to
a
make
bunch
money.
of like semi-looking guns, and they like blacked out all the orange bits on them, and they like held it beneath their church.
See, this is
Okay, so I was going to ask. So the gunfire, was that squibs or is that all
no,
post?
it was all post.
That's post.
All
Oh,
post.
wow.
That was really well
It
done.
looks good.
I got to be honest.
See, I have to say the production is very well done.
Decent music, decent
But
cuts, decent.
what were you
lyrics.
guys shooting at?
No, it was like they obviously.
Like honestly, what were you? Honestly, there was. You didn't show anything that you were
There were a
shooting.
couple bad
You're
guys.
shooting
That's
guns
why
in
you
a
wanna see
parking
that.
lot, but were you just shooting at cars
We're
or?
here
That's
to
why you
get
want to go
some
see
stuff.
Operation Central.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, that was it was we were there to get like a hard drive from this computer because it was a like a black flag operation.
Did you
Something.
shoot at the hard drive?
No, there was
Like,
two
did you
guys.
not-
There was two bimbos. We shot at two goons. There was a bunch of goons or something. But a lot of this shit.
See,
but like I said, the production team was just this guy and his son, and they were amazing. The best part was that the son was so passionate. He was like, it was all for him, right? He was like,
Yeah.
I had this whole idea, and he was like 12 or something.
Nice.
And his dad's this old,
dad.
obviously
Yeah.
like a
Great
pastor.
dad.
He's a pastor or something. We would be like, taking takes, and we'd cut, and we'd be like, I fucking messed it up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And his boy's right there. He's like, could we not swear on the set? And we're like, shit, man. I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to really fucking work on trying to curb that.
See, looking at that,
Shit, I said fuck. Oh, fuck, I said shit.
It was totally like that. It was rough. We're always like, right. He's very
looking at that though, like especially as writers, me and John, is why can't these people with money that have no film background can just come up to writers and be like, help us out?
Because I think,
You know what I mean?
I think I figured out why.
It's just like just
Because
come to us. So
pride, man.
every single human in the world can utter this phrase. I got a great idea for a movie. Every person alive has a great idea for a movie, which is not true. They have a great idea for a first act and parts of a third act.
That's a good
They have
point.
no second
no,
act.
it's not even that. It's I have a great idea for a scene, and they think it's a movie.
Yeah. That's a
But the
good point
production was well done.
That was great.
No,
But
that's
if they're
good.
like,
They
hey,
absolutely
we
worked
need
on it.
actual writers, with that money backed, it could be a decent film.
Yeah.
Well, and it's on again, like I said, it's not like they got money. It's them just doing them themselves. So they we did that. I don't know, like 2 years ago, and we finally just got that maybe 6 months ago, kind of thing. So they obviously worked on it for a good while.
Yeah.
They, but. Like
My
that's
dad
the
wanted to
thing.
do Operation Northwest, but I was feeling Central.
That was my.
That's a
codename.
little Vancouver
I'm
joke for you
central.
international listeners.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. The thing with community theater and with student films, as it was quote unquote labeled in the audition, is that you have a somewhat expectation. Like on set, it was literally they had their van that they drove to the set with. They had the pastor's nice car that we were secret agents in. Of course, secret agents have nice cars.
Yes, they always do. Lincolns and
You want
Lexus.
to stick out.
the
You're
van-
secret.
Yeah, Lincolns and Lexuses.
Yeah, right. The van was our green room, though, right? Like,
Sorry, wait a minute. Is it Lexuses or Lexi?
oh, it is
Lexus.
Lexi.
Lexus?
Is it
Wow.
Lexi?
But it'd be one is a Lexus. Would it be Lexuses?
Lexus
Technically, it
sounds
is
like
Lexi.
someone that's driving a Lexi that shouldn't be driving.
Yeah, like is it like
Lexi?
Is it there's one Lexus?
Fuck if I know.
There's 7 Lexus.
I couldn't afford one anyways.
I took Latin in university. The one.
Did you really?
Yeah, no. Up until when they were like, "All right, first midterm. Here's all the things." I'm like, I don't know any of this. I'm out of here.
Goodbye.
But I really enjoyed it. I bought
Yeah.
the books and all that stuff. But anyway, that's those somewhat thousands brought me this. It would technically be Lexi. Yes.
Like I think it technically, it would be Lexi.
You earned that A.
Thank you very much.
I hope that professor, whoever taught that course, is listening by some cosmic coincidence to this podcast.
I hope so.
And he goes,
I hope so.
he's sitting in a room now in a wheelchair. He lost the use of his legs 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And
He's Dr.
he has no
Xavier.
real hope left in life. But now he goes, and maybe there's the voice of Matt Loop and a single tear.
Yeah. He doesn't even say
Rolls down
Matt
his
too. He just utters the words.
The Loop boy. I remember him.
He did it.
The worst,
You young prince.
The worst part is that it was a woman, and I dropped out of the class, like I said, at the midterm because I didn't know anything, so that I could save my failing mark. And she also happened to be my theater history prof, which I did have all the time. So that was a very awkward situation.
It was.
So
destroys my
social
story.
justice was served.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly shamed. So did not get laid my first year. I'll admit that.
You need laid any year, okay? Let's just get that
Hey,
clear.
year number 2 was a
Hey,
bit
whoa,
different,
whoa.
but,
He played the flute, dude. Mad pussy.
My bad. Yeah.
a very
Crushed it.
multi-skilled
Busted up that pussy.
It's
individual.
one time in band camp.
So we're gonna take a break for a bit, and we have a surprise game for you.
excellent.
For this
You're
fourth
on, by the
episode.
way.
You're on.
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited.
Before we do that, we'll ask one last question. So you've done stage, you've done film. Do you have a preference?
Yes, yes, definitely. The moment I got into acting, the biggest thing that got portrayed to me was that film is where the money is.
Yeah.
Film is where you get paid.
And by the looks of you, you need a new shirt.
Right?
So
I should probably get paid for some
Less
acting.
theater, my friend.
Yeah, right. I've been paid. I've been paid for acting, and it's like a wonderful thing when it happens. I've been paid like almost $1,000 for like 3 months of my time. Like,
Why aren't you producing this
I'm
show?
just so excited.
Yeah.
And it, like, to be honest, I always go into every show thinking that I don't get paid because that's usually the regular. And that of course doesn't make me disappointed. Like,
Now, going on that, though, because, especially in Vancouver, and when you look at the film industry, you have to say a lot of it is volunteer work.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Where does it get to the point where, your time is worth a dollar value?
Yeah.
Well, so check this out. Apparently, it's all about like unions and stuff like that. If you're in a film union, you get paid to go to auditions. You get to audition
then
and
you-
get paid
but
for
really?
it and not get the role.
Right, but then you get
But
to,
it's like
but then you get to
$50.
the point where people don't want to even blink an eye at people in the union because they know they have to pay them.
No, that's definitely a thing.
So then
there's
there's
a
a
huge
counter.
deal about like you can't have a union person on set because then you got to pay everybody union
Yep,
rate.
that's right.
It's a huge deal. And I've known a lot of people who even the headmaster of VFS, the acting coach guy, he he voluntarily waives that so that he can act on his student production. So that
Yeah.
so
Oh,
that
really?
There's no legal,
Wow, yeah.
so there's no red tape and all that stuff. And of course, he's like he loves these people. He's just like, I want to make this the best you can be. And they're like, oh, but we kind of wrote you into this show, wouldn't you? It's their final thing. Wouldn't you be great?
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. And he's like, I would love to do that, but
But it gets to the point where, honestly, like, yeah, you love what you do, but you know what? Time is money.
Yeah.
And it just seems like
everybody's
this
gotta put
industry, it's really
on the
cutthroat,
table.
where it comes to like, well, you can get this credit and you can do what you love, but there's also people that are looking just want to save a buck.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of my buddies who I employ in my landscaping business is primarily an artist, and he and I were talking literally today about selling out as a artist. I was like, in the theater I'm about to do a show in. One of the times I did a show there, they had in the lobby. They put up a bunch of local artists' art, and like, oh, that's really great. Local artists get exposure to people, and it's just It's just like 6-foot canvases, 6 by 4 foot of just like a leaf in autumn, and it's like slowly decaying, and like they put so much detail into this leaf, but you're like, they're selling it for $500 in this leaf, and I was talking to him, I'm like, do you, as an artist, he's in his like sci-fi, he wants to like draw cool, interesting, crazy monsters, and he's into modeling, so he'll literally make a sculpture of the creature he's creating, and I'm like, would you sell a painting that you have to put like 200 hours of your time because it's huge, but it's a leaf and it's slightly decaying, and you call it leaf number 3, and you put it up on a wall in a theater, and you hope somebody pays $500 fucking dollars for it and puts it up in an office because they need pictures of leaves in their office lobby. I'm like, that's the thing. That's where you get with acting. It's like if not that I get offered cash a lot for acting, but if say there was some acting role where they're like, okay, you can get continuous acting work, but it's gonna be shit. It's like let's say commercials. You're gonna do really not even cool, interesting commercials. You're gonna do just regular. Hi, I'm a general man, and I'm just doing this thing that just does. I'm a regular blah blah blah.
You're Matt Loop, and you're doing tampon commercials.
Or you're in the second act of I Hate Hamlet, and you've been offered, and that's a fucking callback, folks. That's a great show. But you've been offered the money versus the art.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. The exact dilemma that the character faces in I Hate Hamlet is the money for the art. And in my mind, in acting, rather than art, you really, and like I said before in one of the previous episodes, for the last year and a half, I don't know how I've done it, but for some reason, I've just really manifested like the most fun roles, the most amazing times I've had. Like every single one just gets better and better and better. And they're just amazing times. The people I work with are just amazing, and everything I've ever dreamed that could happen from acting has. And so that's fantastic. But now I'm like, okay, so I've got landscaping businesses that are about to become self-sufficient. Maybe I'm about to buy another one. I have to become a manager. It's about to become a self-sufficient entity. I'm about to have a ton of free time. And of course, the entire reason why I got into owning a landscaping business was to give me time to go to film auditions, which is where the money is, which is what I want to make my time at. But I was when I graduated from VFS right away, when I came back from doing roofing in Saskatchewan, I got PA work on film sets. And that's got to be the most boring thing you ever do in your life. You did like stand here and watch this sign in this alleyway.
We have a good friend that's actually doing PA at X-Files.
Nice.
Any regular listeners to the show will know Amanda. She was on the show. Yeah, she's on the X-Files now.
Is this Amanda Smith?
Yeah.
You've met Amanda. She's so great.
Yeah.
Just stand up and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She does a lot of coffee orders.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, well, I'm sure she enjoys that based on her personality.
Amanda admittedly has a great stand-up bit about what she would do if she had a dick and how she would jerk off. I think it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. She doesn't do it anymore, but
I bet she'd be great at that. Yeah, based on her personality. But anyway, again,
Amanda, if you're listening, I can absolutely attest that was a compliment.
We love you. We really, really do. It comes down to the question, like, what do you do for money? Unfortunately, we live in a society where it's a capitalist society, and we got to work for our living, and so there's this constant battle, especially in the arts, about how you make your dollar and how
ethical to.
Yeah, and I mean, somehow, in some crazy way, have lucked out. I literally, after acting school, I was just like, what am I going to do for money? I don't know. I used to mow my grandma's lawn. Maybe I could do that for money. Hey, there's these ads on Craigslist for workers who need da-da-da. And then I somehow ended up with a company. 4 years later, I ended up owning it.
But that's different, though, because when it comes to, like, the film industry and acting and stuff like that, and when it comes to passion, all of a sudden it becomes a little blurred. You know, like, landscape is more black and white.
No, for sure.
But when it comes to art, a lot of people, and they just don't understand it, is when you start, quote-unquote, compromising what you're labeled to do, they start judging you. Yeah. But you know what? At the end of the day, we're all humans. We have to pay bills.
Well, that's exactly it. That's what I'm saying. That's like my entire goal is to eventually not be a landscaper at all and to fully act. But there's even my mom. My mom was talking today, and Matthew Lillard used to come to VFS and do special acting things, and it was so great. He was such an amazing. You could tell by working with him. I did a scene with a buddy, and I was so into it. I was really like giving my all. Like, this is a guy you pay to be in this special workshop. He's done all these movies. He's Matthew Lillard, whatever, and he was so intense about like making you a fantastic actor, and like he was like, you got to commit to the moment and all these things. But then you find on Netflix he's done this random movie that's a totally shit show, and it's like it's a total random B movie. And you're like, why the fuck? If I know for a fact I've been in the room with him and he's been a fantastic, like, passionate human being who's so good at acting, why did he do this crap movie? He lives in LA and he's got a house to pay for and 3 children and all this stuff. So there's a line where you become that artist who puts up leaf pictures in theaters because on the off chance they'll sell a leaf picture for $500.
Well, you know what?
That's half a rent.
Well, going on that, I have to say, I wouldn't judge you if you had to do that. Matt, I've seen you as an actor. You're an amazing actor. We should take a break and come back for a finale with Matt Loop.
And can we give a bit of a teaser? Because Matt, here's the thing. Matt doesn't know what we're going to do. We let him know that there's a game.
Right, there's a game.
But I have to say, me and John respect you as an actor. Yeah. We honestly respect you as that. We think you're amazing what you do on that craft. So we're gonna put it to a test and a little Sean and John test.
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
It's not gonna be as easy as you think.
Right. I'm curling my mustache. You don't see, but I
physically is.
By the way, do you wash that thing? Like
every day. I
flakes are falling out of it. Yeah. Can you not curl it as much?
All right. I apologize.
We'll be right back.
We're back, right?
We're back.
Oh,
we're back. So, oh my God, we have new beers. Yeah, right.
We right here, my
bottoms up in the old ones.
Bottoms up. I can't do it, but
all right. So here's the deal, folks. This is going to be the last bit of Sean and John.
This is the last episode with Matt Loop.
With Matt Loop. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go.
Crack it up.
Cracking it.
And again, for the final episode, we are drinking Granville Island Lager.
Granville Island Lager. And shout out, great beer. It's going down very nicely.
Quite delicious.
So, thank you very much, Matt.
Thanks for coming by, man.
Doing this
has
for
been a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's been a really good time.
Honestly, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a blast.
So here's the game we have for Matt. We have some monologues from some great moments. Some great moments in Apocalypse Now, in Forrest Gump.
I think we have to go with we're doing this because we respect your craft.
Oh, we also respect it.
Yeah,
we respect it.
No.
It's like
we respect.
We respect it, and also we respect it.
Oh, hey!
I 7-Up it.
No,
okay. So as we warned in the first episode, we're getting a little drunk. So I fumbled a bit right there. Okay,
I think I fumbled an episode too.
You, John.
Right? How about that?
Fumbled. I'm judgmental.
I may have fumbled.
So we're
honestly. We respect your craft, and we think you can handle what we have for you.
I think so. I think I can really bring a realness to this.
So what we want to do is we're going to have Matt. Play up his or recite these monologues, these impressive monologues, these emotional and powerful monologues on a shit ton of helium.
And very, very dramatic, very famous monologues in film.
So the first one is one of Colonel Kurt's.
Oh, I'm not the only drunk one.
Bottoms up!
Episode 4, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
episode 4.
So here's what I think we need to do. We have a giant balloon, and at this point,
It is giant.
At this point, if you're following me on @JohnSoby or on Instagram @JohnSoby or Sean, what's your Instagram? Sean McGreevy44.
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't been on it for a while.
Well, anyway, Sean will probably put it up on his, and I'll retweet it. Or
I
whatever
won't.
we do.
I'll sleep in.
Okay.
Of course. Lovely. No, that'll definitely happen.
But at this point, go to like our Facebook
What?
page or go to
Social
SeanandJohn.com.
Well, that's crazy.
You'll see a picture of Matt holding the giant balloon that he is going to inhale, and it's a big fucking balloon.
It's like
With our show mascot, Foo.
The
Yes.
mascot.
He
So,
enjoyed it
Sean,
as well.
do you want to grab a pair of scissors
I
to
would
get
love
this
to.
balloon ready?
And it's right here, and you're
Oh, you
pointing
got
the
it.
wrong way.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. You're pointing behind me, and it's
No,
right.
audience
I just got to get the
does.
music.
One second. Would you get the God?
Oh yes, there's very special music.
It is. It captures the tone, and as an actor, you should respect that.
Oh no, I do. I really do.
I'm going to prep the music here, gentlemen.
Excellent. Good.
Pull the producer role.
Would you like me to just go in order?
I think so. Yeah. We'll start with Apocalypse Now. So now I'm gonna assume you've seen Apocalypse
Yes,
Now
I
and
have.
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Did you watch a lot of Lost?
No, that's the one thing I haven't. I have not seen a lot of Lost, but I just.
Well, it's a big
I just-
balloon, so
no,
you
but-
can have a couple of tries.
I just read the monologue, and I think I can really bring it out. You know?
Okay. So before we start here, let's get everything.
Yeah,
ready
we have to mention the title and
Yeah.
the important quote.
And we're also gonna play over top of your performance here. Bit of a soft instrumental piece. Something.
Should we give him a taste so
Yeah,
he
this is-
gets the tone? This is what you're working with.
It's.
Oh no, that is sweet.
Very much.
Is it,
All right. So
calm your
That is
soul?
touching.
Does
I
it
think
calm your
the
soul?
word is touching. Yes.
I want to hug both of you.
No, please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Music stopped. I don't have to hug you anymore. All right. So Sean, do you want to get ready on the balloon?
Oh yes.
And Matt, you're
Right.
gonna inhale.
This balloon is huge.
It's a
Okay,
big
so
fucking.
I'm cutting right here, or
Yeah.
just
And
at
make
the
sure you
very
hold it
end.
tight. So there we go.
And then I will just take a huge inhale, and away we go.
Yeah.
all right, you got the music going.
I'm ready when you are.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
Music.
I remember when I was with Special Forces. Seems 1,000 centuries ago. We went in the camp to inoculate the children. We left the camp after we had inoculated children for polio, and this old man came running after us. And he was crying.
He's taking another hit.
He couldn't see. We went back there, and they'd come off and hacked off every inoculated arm. There they were, in a pile of little arms. And I remember, I cried. I wept like some grandmother. I wanted to tear my teeth out, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I wanted to remember it. I never wanted to forget it. I never want to forget. Oh.
Well done.
Brilliant. Absolutely.
It actually got better and better and better.
I think whatever bizarre accent I was doing at the time, I was like,
really
I think
worked.
he's from Texas, so I
heightened
really
the
tried to do
helium.
Texas.
It
But
heightened
anyway,
it,
it was whatever it was, and it was
came out as-
beautiful.
oh,
It was
beautiful.
I found some interesting.
I liked it. You went with that.
Oh,
the
that's
second
nice.
time, you really
That's
owned
nice.
the helium the
Really?
second time. You're like,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what? Give me some more gas.
This is really good stuff.
So that was 3 solid hauls from Matt. I also want to just
By the way, you're not lightheaded right now, are you?
No,
You
no,
get
I'm
kicked?
going good.
Because we got a whole lot of.
By the
balloon
way, I'm
coming.
allergic to helium. I should have started with that.
yeah.
oh my
You're
god,
getting
your face
blotchy.
is
No,
green.
I'm good to go.
Actually, when I went to a party balloon place, I called them up and I was like, "Look, I just want to get a couple balloons with clothespins on them so we can inhale the helium."
yeah.
And she was like, "We can't do that." I was like, "Why?" She's like, oh, there's legal liabilities.
So you may die, by the way, doing this.
No, that's cool.
But we're
I
good.
signed a waiver.
Me
Didn't
and
I?
John are good.
Didn't I sign a waiver?
Sure.
Let's say I did.
Okay.
I'm telling you I did.
All right, so this next scene is a pivotal one. You may have not seen Apocalypse Now, but you definitely saw Forrest Gump. And you remember the scene when he talks to Jenny's tombstone. And this is an abridged version, but the version of it nonetheless.
You died on a Saturday morning. And I had you placed here on our tree. No, I had said that the house of your father's bulldozed to the ground. You know, Mama always said dying was a part of life. No, I wish it wasn't Jenny. Jenny, I don't know if Mama was right or if it's just Lieutenant Dan. I don't know if we just have a destiny or if we're all just floating around accidental like on a breeze.
Oh, Jesus.
But I think maybe it's both. Maybe both is happening at the same time. I'll miss you, Jenny. If there's anything you need. If there's anything you need, I won't be far away.
Oh,
Right on.
oh, that was awesome.
Right on. The last part was golden.
Oh, that
Are
was
you
great.
kidding me?
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. I gotta say, there was when I did Rebel Women you talked about.
Yep. Yeah.
One of the actresses, her name was Jenny, and me and the other actors, we would whenever she'd walk by, somebody, oh, that was a good scene, Jenny. Jenny, you did good scene, Jenny.
Okay, so we're going in the last and final monologue. I really want you to go to town on this.
Yes.
You know what? There's a lot of balloon going on. Just rock it out. We got the music going.
So this last scene, I will preface that Matt has never watched this. He's never seen this, so this is going all. This is the scene. Anybody who watched Lost, this is the scene where Kate confronts her mother unconscious in a hospital bed and tells her about her pregnancy. This is emotion 101. Any actors listening to this podcast, take a fucking note.
Do you mind if I hold the balloon?
Okay. Oh, geez. He's
got
taken
a lot of
over.
balloons.
The actor has
I'm in control.
taken over the studio. Here we go. Jesus.
So, how are you today, Mum? Did you have an okay night?
There's something I have to tell you, Mum. Something I should have told you a long time ago.
I'm pregnant.
I'm giving it away. It's for the best. I wish. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. Raising me alone, it must have been so hard. I was just awful. I was horrible to you. No, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for all the awful things I said to you in the car. That I hated you. Oh, and that I wished you were my mother. Did I wish that you were dead. It's all my fault. Oh, the accident. No, everything. Oh. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mom? I'm so sorry, Mom. Oh. I'll see you soon, okay? I'll see you soon, Mom. See you very soon. Oh, I'm coming. I'm coming, Mom.
Wow.
Oh, that was the best acting I've ever done. The bonus is that this
Give this man a Starbucks gift card.
just $10 at least.
That last one,
That was great.
you know what?
Oh.
You redefined.
I
You are brilliant. I have to say, my friend, keep going with what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly,
Thank you.
me and John respect you what you do.
Oh yeah, please.
So, I guess that is definitely
That is
the
that.
end of a Sean and John episode,
Absolutely.
and I would like to say,
Whoops.
I'm John.
Get your name right.
Oh, I'm John.
And I'm Sean. Thank you very much. Matt Loop.
And I am Matt Loop.
Goodbye, lovers.
Yippity-doo, bye-bye, babies.